Hi Sagittarius, this is KACEE with your July monthly reading. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to all our new viewers. SHAE and I are happy to have all of you here with us. She will have a different video that's going to pop up at the end of this one for your sign, so please check for that. She does give a different perspective. The first cards I'm going to pull will be for your overall energy for the month of July. Alright guys, you are coming in with blossoming abundance. That's a beautiful energy. That energy is all about things that you've already started, that they're starting to come to fruition for you. You're starting to see things grow. The plans that you made are taking root. It's very important, this energy, because you've done a lot of work in whatever you've been doing. And it's starting to pay off for you in different areas of your life. I'm going to pull a major arcana to clarify. And here we have the moon. The moon is all about intuition. It's all about using your psychic abilities, your intuition. It also represents cycles. It also represents things being hidden from you, or things that are coming to light that have been hidden from you in the past. So when we're putting this with the blossoming abundance, I feel that you are actually coming into a new cycle, that you are seeing things for what they truly are. Things that were illuminated are now shining brightly so that you can discern exactly what you want to do and how you want to proceed for the rest of the month, proceed for the next few months. You know, whatever you're working on that's coming to fruition, you're manifesting this and you're really starting to expand. I'm going to pull some cards here that are going to represent your advice or your challenges for the month of July. All right, guys, let's see what we have. We have rejoice in celebration. We have sacrifice. And we have solitude. Wow, that's really good, nice energy. Of course, rejoice in celebration, that is like the Three of Cups in the other decks. That is being with your tribe, celebrating your accomplishments, being very happy with where you are right now, coming out of something that you've worked really hard from, and you're able to spread the joy, spread the love, you know, celebrate with other people, raise their vibration because you're very happy with what's going on. Whatever became illuminated that showed you a new path, that showed you a new way of doing things, is really coming to grow for you. Now, you did have to do some sacrificing. You had to let go of some negative energies. You've had to let go of some thought processes that didn't work anymore. But you have to know that when we do release that energy, new beautiful energy comes in its place. And if you notice, she has a lot of rocky water right up to her waist. But she's letting it go to God, and in place, He is giving her back that rainbow. He is giving her new abilities. He's giving her a new thought process. He's giving her a new way to expand as she moves forward. And the way she was able to release those negative energies was by being by herself and being that hermit, going through all the negative stuff and releasing them one by one, bit by bit, so that she's very firm and she can stand very tall in very knowing that the path that she has right now is a gift from God. I'm going to pull some more from a different deck here. On this particular deck, I let them stay in reverse if they come out that way. So let's see, we have justice in reverse. This, I believe, is something that you had to let go. This was something that was not fair. Something was put upon you, done to you, that was not on the up and up. It did not balance. Knight of Wands in reverse. Losing your passion for something, losing your get up and go, that lust for life, that lust for your job, you know, whatever it is that was in balance, you know, you were just like done with it. You didn't want to do it anymore. It didn't give you the joy that it used to give you. You didn't have that vibrancy of going after what you wanted. Here we have the Palace of Cups, and it's in the upright, which tells me that there's some love and healing in the surrounding places that you're in. So if you're in a very good relationship and your home is very calm and you're able to be who you truly are around your tribe, around your family, around your co-workers, that is a loving feeling, and that is where you're very balanced emotionally. Here we have the Six of Cups in the upright, and that talks about looking back on your past. This talks about really looking at things the way they truly are. You know, you can be nostalgic in some areas, and when it's in the upright, I believe that you're looking back and you're having fond memories of where you've been. This can also mean that someone is coming back from the past. If this is the same person that made you feel that things were not fair, that they didn't work out in an even, balanced way, then we really need to revisit if this person is really who we want in our lives right now, because it seems as though when this became to light, you were able to make real solid decisions at that point. It wasn't like you were listening to everything that they had said. When you see everything for what it truly is, you're able to make a decision based on what your morals and beliefs are and where you want to move forward, and everything is on the table, so you have all the knowledge that you need to make this decision. I think as you look back, you know, you lose that passion for that person or the situation. You lost faith in them in an aspect because they weren't being on the up and up. Now, this could be a person, it can be a job, it could be anything, but something had disappointed you in the past, which is represented with the Six of Cups. That in the past it disappointed you, but when it was brought to light, you were able to work through it. So if you're coming to light on something and you're not sure which way to kind of falter, listen to spirit, take some time for yourself, because you'll be able to make the right choices and you'll be able to celebrate your victories. You are going to have to go within, let go of some things, sacrifice something that you thought was important to you, but in actuality, it was causing a lot of rift. It was causing that riptide that she's standing in, and it wasn't fair. So if you had too many responsibilities at work and people weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing and you were picking up all the slack, you lose passion for that job. You lose respect for that person and that company if it's allowed to happen in that aspect. If this happens to be a person in your life that isn't being on the up and you can see through it, or things come to light that really shine brightly on what they're doing, and you feel that that's not fair, that they were doing you wrong in some aspect and there was no accountability, there was some dishonesty in what they were doing, you're going to lose your zest for hanging out with them and confiding in them. But once you're alone a little bit, you realize what really you're up against, and you're able to make the right decisions, because you know, you guys are very, very intuitive, you're very smart, you're a fire sign, you want to go out and get things done. You're always into a new hobby, craft, expanding on your career in different aspects. Okay, this guy wants to come out. Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is talking about one-sided selfishness, one-sided charity. This talks about, you know, not having that balance in your life that you need in your home and family and in your stability. And I think that's what you overcome in a way. However, this may resonate with you guys because it's a general reading, but it's right underneath the rejoice and celebration. So I feel like that's what you do when you release this energy and you go through this. Now that one just kind of popped out, so I'm going to pull another. Resistant to change with the Death in reverse. Taking on too much baggage, not being able to move on, feeling very stuck. But then we have the Knight of Wands that comes in, okay? And if you notice that you had the Knight of Wands in the reverse there. And so when he comes in, that's where you get your passion back. This is where you are going full force on something that you believe in, that really makes you happy, that raises your vibration, that you find a lot of joy in what you do. So I think as you are sacrificing these things, even though you've taken on a lot, and it's really hard to move forward when you're not getting the full picture. And I think that's where the moon comes in, is that you finally get the full picture of what's happening around you. And you're very strong, determined. You have a lot of self-worth. This is the Strength card, of course, that I'm describing. Very protected, physically and spiritually, and you're also a protector of people that are in need of having, you know, a surrounding tribe that will lift them back up. So you're very dedicated to the people that you're with. Here we have the Four of Wands. Now, this can be an imbalance as well, but there's also a transition. So whereas you didn't want to transition with this particular Death card and you were feeling stuck because you thought people were being selfish and they weren't doing what they were supposed to be doing, you're able to be very strong with it and transfer and transition out of that energy. Because in the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, that talks about how there's an imbalance at home and within your structure, and it's unhappy life, unhappy family, you know, the finances are upside down, but you find that power back with the Knight of Wands. And here we have the Knight of Cups in reverse. When he's in reverse, there's a couple different ways you can read that. This is my apology card in some respects. Now, when it's in reverse, either you're not getting the apology or you're not giving an apology when you move forward and you take what you want out of life and you make that start to become abundant for yourself. You're not making any apologies for that. So anyone that's not on your path, that or anyone that's not on board with what you're trying to do for the greater good, for everyone's home, for everyone's finances, you know, making sure that things are going to work out, you are not going to apologize for doing the right thing. Page of Swords in reverse, that tells me that there's all talk, no action, that there is a lot of miscommunication or there's some creative blocks in one area. It can also be that they're not telling you the truth. So no apologies and being misled is what I'm getting. I'm getting that there's some situation that they were in, someone was intentionally misleading you, but it comes to light. They get tripped up somehow, that someone kind of calls them out on it, or you figure it out because of how intuitive you are, that you figure out what is going on and you put a stop to it because you don't think it's fair, you don't think it's right, and they shouldn't be doing what they're doing, whether this is to you or it's to someone around you. I'm getting the impression that they didn't really do it to you per se, but you find out something about someone that just does not sit right with you in what your beliefs are and how you want to have those kind of people around you, that kind of energy around you. You don't want to have anything to do with that. And you have to make a decision, guys. You have the Two of Swords, making that decision, doing what's best for you and everyone else around you. This person that is trying to play a game is not able to play it with you, or they may try, but they won't be very successful in it. You will be the successful one because you're able to walk away from that kind of energy and not think twice, because it's not something that you want to have around you. And that's a very powerful Strength card right here. Very powerful energy that you're working with. So when something comes to light and this person's true colors are shining, you don't have a problem walking away. You know what they're doing is wrong. They're doing it around you. I don't think they're doing it to you per se, but it's causing strife, and it could be a family member with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. It does cause strife, it does cause aggravation, and it does shake some stability and trust that you may have with this person. Let's see what your angel message is. You know, you're not getting a lot of energy here that it's a personal attack. You're getting more so that you're observing this. You know, this could be a co-worker, this could be a relative that you're not extremely close to. So whatever they're doing, they're not doing it directly to you, but it's affecting you in a way that you have to make a decision. Wow, you have inner authority. And it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings. Yes, you know, you're listening to that intuition, which is helping you decide what's the truth, and how you're going to work with this person's energy. Are you going to just kind of walk away from them? Are you going to put them on notice as to, you know what's happening and they better stop it now before you let other people know, which could be the information here, because they're not telling you the whole truth and they're not apologetic for their actions. It's like they're going after what they want, and it doesn't matter to them if other people are upset with it, but I don't think that what they're doing right now is for the greater good, and that makes all the difference in the world. When you're going after something that you know is spiritly motivated, it's easy for you to be like, I know this is from spirit, this is something I have to do, and it's for the greater good. When people are being shady and sneaky and not being on the up and up, that's not for the greater good. That's for their ego, that's for them personally, so they can get ahead, and it doesn't matter who they hurt in the process, as long as they get what they want. And I think that that energy is revealed to you in a certain way that you're able to discern whether you're going to be in this person's life or not. And you're not going to really hold your tongue, because you're going to be able to tell the people around you what's going on, and they're going to be very thankful that you gave them a heads up. Let's see what we have here for your oracle message. I feel that there's a power of 3 in here, because you have the 3, 12, and 9, and there's 3 cups. And I'm really getting that there's a lot, there could be a power of 3, a situation between 3 people. And now we have congratulations and success. So this card is telling us that what you're doing is for the greater good. You will be very successful in whatever path that you're picking for July. That when you put your right foot forward, it's only going to follow really easily down this path. This person, why they're in this energy, is probably to do with more so with their ego. They're trying to get ahead, but all in the wrong ways, if that makes sense to you. It's not like they're a bad person per se, but their actions are really hurting other people, and they're trying to do it on the sly, and they're not being honest with you. Even if you call them out straight, they're going to lie right to your face, because they can't accept what they're doing right now, because they know what's wrong. So they're going to make excuses for their actions, and you're going to see right through it. And you're not going to have any part of that kind of energy, because that will block you from getting the good energy and push you forward in the right direction. So they have to kind of figure this out for themselves. But if you call them on it and you step away from their situation and go into that solitude and kind of let them figure it out, I believe that you will be able to keep that abundance that you've been working so hard on, and you're not going to let that energy kind of pick away of what you've done so far, because you've worked so very hard for this, that you've seen the vision, you're celebrating your victories, you're letting other people in on what you've been doing, and you're ready to share all that, and you're not going to let anyone step on your toes, but you are going to enlighten other people around you that this person is not on the up and up right now, and they need to do some serious shadow work to kind of figure out why they're in that energy, because it's not going to work out for them. It may work out for them in the short term, but in the long run, they're going to have to do twice as much work to get to where you are now. And you're not going to allow them to kind of rock your boat in any way, shape, or form. So listen to your intuition, follow your desires, and honor your feelings. And that will keep you on the straight path. Sagittarius, thank you so much for letting me read for you today. I truly appreciate the honor. I would love to hear from you guys. So if you want to reach out to me in the comments or shoot me an email at sistersvisiontarot@gmail.com. I would love to know what you guys are going through right now. I would hope to have you back, so please like and subscribe. Take care.